On play action, Rosen. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. 12 yards that time and a Pittsburgh first.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? They were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Middle. Hey, Foxtrot. 26 Mike. Come on, D. Hey, alert.
From the gun, it's Rosen. Looking for Campbell downfield. This is caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Paris Campbell, 43 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here we go. Back. Waiting. Pick me up. Here we go. Sunday.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Wentz. And now he'll tuck it and run. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Here we go. Swing! Watch the slide. Shit! Hey, switch gears. Lefty.
Wentz looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowski to punt this one away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. This is taken at about the 14. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in this 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. It means they got out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
And to the 36. Yard line taken down there after getting 8 yards.
The tackle made by Stephon Gilmore. It's a gain of 8. Brings up
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there at a first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
You better be afraid of me. Alert, flare, alert, flare, flare. Hey, alert, alert.
From the shotgun, it's Rosen. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4.
Hey, watch it, watch it. Kill. Hey, quarter. Kill.
On second down, a run with Breida. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and they're going to face a third down.
Not today, you are. Not today.
Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Watch the run. Hey, quarter. Mike 20. You ain't got
Now it's Rosen. He'll dump this down to Matt Breida. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Rosen off the play action. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down.
Third down and 3 yards to go.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Steelers first down.
On first down, it's Rosen. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, but it's going to be 2nd down. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And now it's Rosen looking. This is the tight end Fant. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Here's Rosen. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. That's two really excellent drives for them to start this ballgame, both ending with touchdown passes.
In big picture, they look great, don't they? Like a well-oiled machine right now. But let's down focus a little bit and talk about the guy calling the signals and throwing the passes. He is playing with precision right now, scanning the field and making excellent throws.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. He'll get 4 yards on the carry there, and we will get to the end of the first quarter of play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Ravens nothing.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Sunday. He's coming. Double up. X3. 218. Chop. He's checking. Thrax. Check it out.
And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. First down.
And what a weapon to have when you can use your quarterback as a short yardage runner and pick up first downs.
Here we go. Kill. 120. 59. You draw quarter. Patsy. Kill.
They'll run on first down. Edmonds. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with second and a yard. Now they'll throw it. Wentz. Got him in. It's Brashad Perriman. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 35.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. First down run with Elliott going to go for about 4. 2nd and 6 coming up. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Let's go.
Here's Elliott. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Now Wentz. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. 4th down now after a loss of 2. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
Great 15. Great 15.
Wentz going to go on 4th down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14.
And this might not be the last interception we see, Brandon. Both of these teams like to throw the football, but here in this snow, ball's not going to always go where you want it to. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hey, let's go. Run that. 51 to Mike. Hey, dude.
Now Rosen looking to throw. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Back deep, Jakeem Grant. And it's fielded at the 34. Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
At their own 41-yard line.
Go.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive, but at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer, and make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give them 7 there on the 1st down carry. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Sunday. Here, shit.
I know he ain't got it.
Wentz now to throw. Open man is Kirk, complete. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. A 1st down carry by Elliott. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
I know flashy plays, splashy plays, as people like to call them, that attracts a lot of attention. But let's face it, when you're efficient, that can control a ball game. And I love the game plan they've got going right now.
Back-to-back 5-yard gains. Didn't force the ball downfield. Picked it up on the ground.
Yeah, offensive line, they're getting it done.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Elliott, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run as they are now on the board here in the first half. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be taken short. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go!
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Here's Rosen to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. Andy Isabella was the intended target. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much, because as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with his second touchdown here in this first half, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This will be taken very short. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Hug. 51. Quarter. I'm coming for you, son. Stick down. Check, man, on that. Check 24.
This time, Rosen will throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Rosen will throw. Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dayon Buchanan. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. Carry now for Elliott. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. From the 39, Wentz. Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. And Lutz's kick is good. So a late turnover leads to a quick drive, and in turn that quick drive leads to 3 points.
So someone makes a mistake, but how about the other side learning from that mistake, taking care of the ball, and making sure they put some points on the board? Well done.
An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. Again, it's Elliott. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Here we go. Waiting. Here we go. All day. Defense all day.
Here's Wentz to throw. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. He'll have a first down past the 40. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. First catch for him in these playoffs. He was held without one last week, but he's got a first down on that effort. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They run the draw play. This is White. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 49-yard line.
Now Wentz. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 25-yard line.
Brandon, there have been some memorable snow games for championships in the NFL. 1948, Philadelphia Eagles, Chicago Cardinals.
Well, the most famous one of my lifetime, I think, is got to be 01, right? Raiders-Patriots to send the Patriots to the Super Bowl. The tuck roll,
didn't you?
Yeah,
I think that's one people remember. But I also know this. In Miami, the infamous one, the snowplow game in New England when they went out there and the Patriots had a guy come out and clear a spot on the field for their field goal kicker to kick the game winner.
Is that 82?
That was 82, and the Dolphins fans will never forget it.
Well, we're not seeing one of those famous games here, but it's fun to be in the snow nonetheless.
The gain of 8 brings up 2nd and 2 at the 17-yard line.
Go. Waiting. Go. 80 weapons. Check three. Undercook.
And no pitch there and no chance either as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 3rd down.
Here we go. Ready? 59. Watch the pass.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Edmonds. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times. And what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
And And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on fourth down. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. And my goodness, this is incomplete. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. From the 22, Rosen. That'll be complete to Breida. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Being chased out left. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Running out of the gun here, Breida. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
It's 3rd and 1.
Heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. Oh, now Breida loses it. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
Playing in snow brings so many other factors into the game. It's not just trying to take care of the ball. And we just saw there that that's difficult to do. But just trying to keep your feet and carry out your assignments and make sure you're comfortable while you're out there playing. Are you warm enough in your clothing? A million things going on. But the biggest one, hold on to the ball.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
They go to Elliott again. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
One quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Wentz. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
First down, Baltimore.
Here we go. Pac-Man. 180! Don't get nervous now.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Second and 11 at the Steelers' 26-yard line.
Waiting. It's 57.
To throw is Wentz. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
The Ravens on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. Working from the gun. Wentz. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't. And a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. This will be taken short. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down, and he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And he will bring this back. It's a pick-6 and a Raven touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick-6s.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Lutz good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. This will be taken very short. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Rosen. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd down. Rosen. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. Now Rosen on first down. That's caught over the middle by Fant. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down. Play action here with Rosen. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Everson Griffin. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. And now it's Rosen looking. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Now it's Rosen. And he's got his man Hilton. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They get 20 yards there on 3rd and 19 and an unlikely first down.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Rosen in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. Here's Rosen. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right. And if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Wentz to throw. That's caught by Waller out left side. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Back man. Waiting. Tight. Everyone, you got 4 down. This one, 7.
Wentz to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. And sensing the momentum maybe changing here a little bit, Charles.
Yeah, this defense is going to get off the field quickly, and their offense got them a touchdown last time they had the ball, so they should get another shot.
The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Fielded just inside the 20. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game. At the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. This is the tight end fan. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A gain of 32 that time. Now it's Rosen. Rolling to his right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another 1st down. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Throwing now is Rosen. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. Mecole Hardman, the intended target.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score. And he says, not on my watch. And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
At the 19-yard line. Today's final score.
And looking at it from the perspective of the losing side here in this divisional round, it all ends so abruptly, doesn't it? A few hours ago, you've got all this hope and anticipation of maybe a deep run, and now you're out of it.
Well, let's applaud the team that won, and rightly so. They're moving on. They still have a chance to get to the big game. But let's not bury the team that lost. I think I do a lousy job of illuminating what a great year they had. Let's face it, when it's all said and done, they were one of 8 teams left with a chance to get to and win the Super Bowl. That's a pretty darn good season.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we sign off from Heinz Field.
Y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did, huh? Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They saying you switch it, you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause I told no risk. Why bet you wanna be famous, They act like they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, just for the that hate us, I make a lot of new money, when the not saving, you be liking my flavor,